Hey guys, in this video I want to show what we are working on right now. So as you can see, in the last 90 days we have this specific strategy for Shopify stores, and these are the niche stores. So last 90 days it's $2.2 million here and $1.2 million in sales here. This is the same Shopify store, right? So these are two basically are the same Shopify store, just replicated on two separate domains, and last 90 days it generated $3.46 million. I just call it like one niche store because it's pretty much the same store, just like replicated on two separate domains. And I believe this is the best strategy for people who are doing like numbers, like let's say few thousand dollars a day, just even to scale into, say, hundreds of thousands of dollars per month in sales, or even $1 million. You can see this very simple structure to scale even to $1 million per month with a very little complication. That's how we are able to basically have amazing results without having like huge complications, like people running general stores with thousands of different products or hundreds of different products. And I want to show you basically the framework, how we identify the niches to get in, how we choose the products, and also how we structure the advertising strategy and all of those things. So here, basically we focus on one problem, right? Like I believe, the products that you sell, unless you want to get into very competitive, kind of like more lifestyle marketing, then it should solve specific problems. So the problem that we are solving is back pain, right? So a lot of people have back pain, and there are a lot of businesses that are based and built around solving that particular problem. So around 8% of the world's population have it. So you can consider the market like tremendously big. I consider the market for any of the product that you want to scale needs to be at least like 1 million people overall. Like if you want to scale it to like 9 figures, this business, for example, does like 8 figures with barely like scratching the surface of the market and the problems we can solve. So I would recommend you guys focus on specific problem for a specific market, right? So that's what we're doing here. And it's pretty evergreen. Everyone like has the back pain at some point of their life, either people like busy professionals that are sitting a lot, or like older people, or like younger people. Like everyone has back pain at some stage of their life, right? And it's pretty evergreen. People exit the market, people enter the market. It's continuously replenishing itself. So we first found this product like by using the Google Trends. So we identified the trend. The trend is, pretty much doesn't go anywhere. It's there, right? So even if we check now, this is the United States, right? And it doesn't go anywhere. It's even, year over year, it's just growing, right? Like it's one of those problems that people continuously need these solutions for, right? And so basically the way we've structured that, so we have this particular problem that we have solved for customer with product that's a little bit differentiated from everything else. This is not typical drop shipping product. Because the way we position it, the way we've customized it with the factory. So this is slightly different product than people could see in other places. We have 31% margin per sale. Our COGS approximately $13. Pretty much majority of the sales are focused around like one product, and other products we use to just get repeat sales and lifetime value. We get higher repeat purchasing with one of the stores because we run a lot more like advertising to that store and retargeting to that store in particular, and the other one is more just to get customers in the first place. And so we get one product to just start with, right? That's kind of like a lead product. And that's what I see a lot of entrepreneurs are missing out, because they're just like having one product. And even people with successful one product stores, they just continue like hammering that one product, which is awesome, but then they don't think like how to expand that product range. And if you see like any successful company, right? Like I like this company a lot. You might see their ads on the like they're very, very fast growing like company, amazing company. And you can see, their whole message here, right, is focused around like, you can see basically the ladies, from my understanding at least, the ladies have the curly hair, and that's their margin, that they're kind of like the market they're in, right? So you'd want to identify that market. And now you can see they expanded with more products that serve the same market. This is how you build like consistent business, right? You build like the business by getting one product to sell But then at the same time, how do you basically start selling more product to the same customer, right? This is how you build a brand. And so the same we've done here. We've dialed in one product, we've scaled it up, and you can see now it's doing good volume, just like one product, but because we're adding more products on top of it, right? We're selling more products to the existing customers. That's what maximizes our margins and allow us to be very profitable and have high LTV per customer. So other products are in the website. Those are related products and upsells. It's very simple setup. We're using Klaviyo and SMS Bump for SMS, and then for the email marketing, getting approximately 15% of revenue from email. We are retargeting our customers very heavy on Facebook. So that's why we have like pretty good repeat purchase ratio. We're sending emails 3 to 7 times a week, right? Depending on the season, we created a certain holiday calendar. So then we are hammering our customers with different offers for different occasions. So for example, if now is February, so we have the Valentine's Day, obviously, right? But also we have some other holidays that we just search. Okay, so this is the, let's say, back pain salvation holiday, right? Or let's say well-being day, right? So we use that as an occasion to basically sell more products. We could scale harder here, obviously, considering how profitable we are, like we are at 35% profit margins, depending on the months, just like on average. And we're still fulfilling from agent in China with branded packaging, with custom inserts. So the customer experience generally is very good. We are transparent about the shipping time, so customers are not frustrated that they're waiting for products for a long time. And guys, if you want our agent information, we have few agents, trusted agents that we work with. Just let me know agents in the comments and we'll connect you with them. And so this is basically how we structure this whole process. That's over $1 million per month. Now there's obviously some seasonality to it. The Q4 is slightly better, but as a general trend, it's there is nothing else to tell, right? It's pretty much just like goes up and up and up. And let's see worldwide what's going on here. It's one of the most consistent, it's one of the most evergreen niches you can be in. You can get in the same niche, I don't care, because this is so big niche, right? This is multi-billion dollar niche, multi-billion dollar problem that if you can help people to solve, then this is something that you can make a fortune with. So ad strategy, so we started with 4 angles. Basically one of them worked. We made $700,000 just with that one. A lot of people, they start selling or say continue to sell with one angle, one ad, one video ad, so we hear this all the time, that people trying to sell just with one ad, which is okay, you can get to certain volume with one ad, but how can you possibly build something sustainable with one ad? It's it is impossible, right? If you see any successful company that's just doing amazing volume and doing amazing numbers, they always have a lot of the creative, a lot of the content. So let me show you guys. So check it out. This is that website that I showed you. You can see how many variations of content are there, right? So if that was easy, if that was possible to scale to millions of dollars per month in sales with just one product, right? Or not with just with one product, but one product as well, but also just with one piece of content, with one piece of creative, then everyone would do that, right? But it's not that easy. That's why this company, for instance, you can see how many different variations of the ads they're running. So overall 1,300 different variations of the ads. They have, you can see, humongous team, amazing company, very fast growing. You would see their ads everywhere. You can see a lot of the UGC sourcing content from influencers. That's what we do as well for this particular brand. And you can see, right, this is so many variations of the content. So when people trying to scale with one piece of content, that's awesome. You can scale to 6-7 figures. But if you're trying to push for $1 million per month, then, or more on a consistent basis, then you will have to have more pieces of content, right? And you'll have to refine that creative sourcing process for yourself. So basically that's how we started. We started 4 angles, one worked. So you can see there are 2 moving parts, right? One is angles, I think there's misspelling, 130, we probably tested less than that. Probably test maybe like 50 angles here overall. And video creatives. Video creatives we tested definitely more than 130. Video creative is the main kind of like part. Once you have the winning angle, once you identify, okay, so this angle works well, then you can test like dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of different creatives with it, right? So you can see these guys, for instance, deodorant of the future, right? Like different deodorant of the future, right? Different deodorant of the future, right? Deodorant of the future, like different pieces of content, but the same angle, the same ad copy. So once you have identified that winning ad copy, then you can just continue scaling with that. 5 of those, like just like 5 video creators, I mean, that will happen. Yes, you will have most of the volume done. It's just generated by your creative. And for example, 5 of ours, like we went to make over $2.6 million out of the whole volume. So big portion of the volume was generated from just like 5 creatives in the last 3 months. We launch a product every month, the email list, retargeting list, and SMS, right? And 80% of those products fail. This is what people like, it's like, oh, I launched the product and product failed. The product didn't work. I launched the same product to my customer list. Of course, 80% of them will fail, like 90% of them will fail. But then the ones that will work, they'll just create that backbone with your business that you can build a business with, right? You have one product, then you have another product to upsell to the same customer. Like these guys, for example, you can see they have this like curl booster, right? Curl booster. Like, so they have this product now. It's see here. What is this? It's another product, right? Right. So they have like 3 different products. Now, if you think about this, right? You sell the bundle instead of one product, right? So people start to sell with one product. Why not test the bundle? Why not test the bundle, guys? Like, I mean, it's so easy. Once you have the validation with one product, why not consolidate a few of them together and just scale 3 of them at the same time? So this is basically what we've done. We've scaled basically the bundles of the products, and that's basically what kind of like, we created that bundle after a lot of testing. We've tested many products against the email list. A lot of them didn't work. Let's say we send the email to like 100,000 people on the email list or 10,000 people, and like we get like 2 sales. Obviously that's not a good product. But if you get like 50 sales or 100 sales, then we know there's some resonation with the market. That product we can start pushing as a bundle, and that product we can also push with cold advertising. That product we can also push with retargeting. This is how you increase your margins, right? This is how you get to like 20, 25, 30%, 35% margins with your business. And so we would have all of the assets prepared for like once we have the validation, then we'll prepare all of the assets and have a lot of cash reserves with this project. So thinking to convert it to crypto, because just cash laying around with this particular project is not good. So if you guys know any good kind of like way to do that or a good approach, that's basically what we're working on. 8 to 15 ad accounts to scale for safe. Now overall, you don't want to rely on like one ad account. You do everything compliantly, you do everything safely, you do everything like as Facebook says, you can get still shut down, right? So you don't want to have that risk in your business. So what we do is basically we are using our garden feeding system. We basically have the consolidated structure, different ad accounts, and we basically scaling those accounts simultaneously. So each of them is spending separately. So each of those accounts spending separately, and that's how we scale to good numbers. That's in that. Then in terms of like, I don't like to talk about these like advertising specifics because they're so kind of like, I think they're so overrated. At the end of the day, it's like, if you have a good product, then your advertising setup can be very simple. I don't manage the ads myself for some time now because, my team does it better than me. But, people overrate this stuff. People overrate the importance of the advertising like approach, right? You do the lookalike stacking, or you do the super lookalikes, or you do the, all of that stuff is less important than product itself. Thinking like identifying what customers actually want, the messaging for the product, the angles for the product, right? That stuff makes, more difference than just like, things like, hey, do I target this and I put another thing to lower it and to narrow the audience with or I just stick to very broad audiences and scale that. So wide interest, we kill losers fast after 1x KPI. We don't overspend on testing. After 500 events, once we have the data, we do lookalikes for purchases, 3, 5, 7, 14, 30 days, 1 to 10%. We test a bunch of different variations of lookalikes. We do the dynamic creative. So you guys, if you want to test, see our dynamic creative structure, then you can just check my previous YouTube video. One of my previous YouTube videos, I showed you like one of our ad accounts, how we structure that. So we test a bunch of different lookalikes, 3, 5, 7, 14, 30 days, 1 to 10%, 1 to 5%, 6 to 10%. So kind of like trying to identify the pockets of that audience just to get the data, season it faster. Then once we have that, typically we start with ABOs, like then we start with CBOs. CBOs are simple as well, like 1 to 3 ad sets. On that level, we'd have like 10, 15, 20 different creatives. That's how we get the consistency. There's more consistency, guys, if you have more creatives on the ad level. You just want to give Facebook enough room, enough variables to choose from. Budget for those like $500 to $2,000 a day. Kill if that doesn't perform right away. That's at least our approach. We don't give like CBO like $1,000 to just gather the data. If it doesn't perform, we give it like, let's say 2-3x KPI overall, like as a CBO. And if we have some very profitable assets, we might leave those running. And if not, we just kill it, right? We just make decisions based on data. We don't expect it to correct. We don't expect it to get better once we have the season peaks, all right? Obviously, at the beginning, you might need to buy a bit more data to just get to that stage. Creative and angles main focus for us. Ad structure is very simple. We focus on creative, on angles. We ask customers, what they think about the product, what can we improve, why they bought the product in the first place. Out of all of the options that they have in the market, right? That people have unlimited options right now to buy the products, why they decided to buy from us. And so then we use that feedback to create better ads, better ad copy, better messaging, better angles, and basically scale up with that. Ad structure, again, is very simple. High budget, we try to go after with high budget, simplified account structure. We don't want to have like hundreds of, there's some people teaching you some stupid stuff, like some stupid stuff, like duplicate your ads at like $1 a day. Like I've heard some people still teaching that 2021, how stupid it can be, like small ads at $1.50 a day and duplicating that 100 times. How stupid can it be? So, but anyways, it's guys, keep it simple. I mean, again, I'm not managing the ads myself, but I'm observing, I'm strategizing, I'm observing what my media buyers are doing, and I see that the best results we're getting is like just with simple structure, bigger budgets, more creatives, less ad sets. Just give Facebook more room, more variables to choose from. So if you focus your attention on that, 80% of your attention on that, and then 20% of ad structure, all of the different variables, then you will do very well. Scaling worldwide, United States is like 80-90% of sales though, so we just exclude, if we have like few orders from one country, it doesn't make sense, so we just exclude it, and then focusing on countries that deliver the most volume, so it just makes sense to scale. So guys, I hope that's valuable. To summarize it, basically focus on the problem. Like if you want to build, brand in a certain niche, I think that's the best strategy, because you need to identify like one product that you scale with, then you add more products to that, so you build like a niche store within the niche, and that niche store can do like 8 figures. So these are the stats for the last 90 days. This brand in particular, it will do like 8 figures. Like, one of our brands will do like 8 figures this year, I'm pretty sure, and it will be, I think next year it will be ready to be exited, right? Like that's our plan for the next year with this one in particular. And guys, if you're looking for to be in the right community of people who are forward thinking, or like 7-8 figure entrepreneurs who scaling their businesses, and if you're looking for specific advice and help in scaling your business, if you're already doing some numbers, at least $1,000 a day, then check out the links in the comments. So first, we have the free community where you can join. We have a lot of valuable insights there in the community, specifically for members of the community. It's free community. It's called Brand Hyper Grows. And another, if you're looking for more personalized help in scaling your e-commerce or dropshipping business, scaling it to hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, or scaling it to $1 million or more per month, then there should be a link below. You can apply to connect with our team, and we'll see if we can help you out. We have amazing community of e-commerce entrepreneurs that are all have the goal of building their businesses, scaling their businesses, and then exiting their businesses. So if you want to be in the right community, you're the average of 5 people you surround yourself with, then just connect with our team and we'll see if we can help you out. For example, this store, we've partnered up with one of our clients and basically purchased the store from them and, scaled it up. The store was doing $50,000, $100,000 per month, kind of little on the lower side, but we've dialed it in. It was a good offer for them as well. They exited it early. They needed cash. We needed business. So now we scaled it. You can see to $3.4 million and it's going pretty well. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you apply some of this advice, you get amazing results. I'll be happy to see those results, guys. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.